Right now at 5, the person responsible for 2 mass shootings in Maine is still at large.
And local leaders are sharing the benefits of clean energy with the community.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Authorities in Maine are urging residents to shelter in place as they hunt for the gunman believed to be responsible for last night's deadly mass shooting.
Officials say 40-year-old Robert Card opened fire inside a Lewiston bowling alley. About 10 minutes later, police believe the U.S. Army reservist fired at patrons inside a restaurant 4 miles away.
At least 18 people were killed and 13 others injured in the 2 shootings.
He should be considered armed and dangerous. Based on our investigation, we believe this is someone that should not be approached.
A vehicle belonging to the suspect was found shortly before midnight in a nearby town.
As the investigation continues, President Biden has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff nationwide in honor of the victims.
Attorney General Merrick Garland says the FBI, ATF, and U.S. Marshals are on the ground providing investigative support to local law enforcement.
Yeah, we still got the flood warnings out there for the Black River and Yellow River right now. The Black River Black River Falls is beginning to fall back down. That's the good news. I know they've been releasing some water from the dam up there. It should be continuing to rise up to Galesville, but won't get up to major status here. And the Yellow River the same way is expected to continue to rise. We're getting more precipitation tonight. It shouldn't really affect the river stage as this action begins to push northward through the area. Right now, it's just not quite totally clear. They've seen just a few showers, but that will begin to spread into the area. A little bit heavier shower and thunderstorm has pushed through La Crosse up to the north, but we do have more behind it. Once again, in this band, you might see some heavier rainfall, but it shouldn't last too long with a few thunderstorms too. Big picture shows the cold air to the west. There's the snow in the Dakotas. They're having quite a bit of a snowstorm there going on all the way down to Wyoming. We're still in the warm sector yet, and that's why we still got showers and thunderstorms going on, but that's going to come to an end tomorrow. Otherwise, we have showers, thunderstorms. La Crosse will have a little bit decrease in activity as go through the night. Still mild and overall clear. The same story. Showers kind of uptick a little bit and then come back down, but overall a still mild evening for both locations. What's coming up next is we have, well, yes, the S word is coming back into the picture for this weekend, and the temperatures are plummeting, and I'll break all that down, including the bone-chilling temperature for Halloween.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg. Well, as the state of Wisconsin tries to become more green, politicians are trying to teach people about the benefits and realities of clean energy.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the latest. Jeremy?
Ken and Emily, former Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes held a roundtable at Western Technical College today to talk about the new clean energy landscape since the Inflation Reduction Act was passed in 2022. The act tackles issues including climate change. This afternoon, Barnes spoke with politicians including Representative Jill Billings, Brad Path, union members, and apprenticeship traders. The goal of the new clean energy landscape is to reduce emissions by combating the climate crisis and create good-paying jobs. According to Barnes, one way the state is transitioning to clean energy is by giving them to people already employed in fossil fuel energy. This will allow them to work clean energy jobs, including manufacturing. State Representative Jill Billings says what some of those manufacturing jobs are and how it's impacting La Crosse.
Well, we're already doing some manufacturing right now. Like in Manitowoc, we're creating turbine blades. We could do some more of future investment. A train company right here in La Crosse, Wisconsin, they're making a more efficient heat pump.
Billings says she plans to focus more on energy efficiency grants and local planning for climate change. She also wants to focus on sustainable agriculture. And in addition, she wants more EV chargers in the state, including on Great River Road. Ken, Emily?
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Over the next 3 years, the amount of renewable energy on Wisconsin's grid is expected to double.
The Biden administration is hoping one of their recent gambles to tackle a fast-changing climate will pay off. The U.S. Department of Energy thinks that these massive machines will be a start. These are direct air capturing vacuums placed in Louisiana and Texas that, while on a large scale remain untested, are designed to literally suck carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. more than 2 million metric tons worth annually, and bury it underground. The acting director says that's the same as removing 500,000 gas-powered cars from U.S. highways. $1.2 billion will go to fund the 2 hubs in the public-private partnerships. The growing movement to reach climate goals is hardly just a United States one. The United Nations is pushing for a global commitment to reach net zero by 2050. As of now, the target completion date for the 2 hubs have not been announced.
Community business leaders flocked to the Reinhardt Center at Viterbo University to learn more about diversity, equity, and inclusion. The Greater La Crosse Area Diversity Council held its 12th annual conference today. This year's theme is fostering inclusive leadership and wellness. The conference featured multiple lectures and a panel discussion with local leaders, including La Crosse Mayor Mitch Reynolds. GLADC's executive director says a diverse workplace is the key to a successful business.
It's important that leaders are aware of how they want to lead and how we can diversify the workplaces in the La Crosse area.
One of the key takeaways from today's conference was to emphasize how each person in the workplace is responsible in creating an effective and equitable place to work. To learn more on how you can become a member of GLADC, you can visit our website, news8000.com.
Earlier this year, some economists were predicting a possible recession. Since then, the economy has done the exact opposite. A new report shows the gross domestic product jumped 4.9% during the third quarter this summer, way up from the first 2 quarters. Part of the reason, an increase in luxury spending. The spending spree happened despite inflation and high interest rates. But now there are signs the red-hot economy could be cooling down. A CBS News business analyst says growth is expected to return to a more normal level of around 2%. Part of that pullback is the nearly 30 million people with federal student loans who now have to resume payments, reducing their spending power as a result. The higher interest rates could also lead to less spending. The Fed meets next week and will decide if another rate hike is needed to help cool the economy.
Students at Northwoods Elementary School are trying to break a world record. They are taking part in the global effort to break the most people reading one book record. Spanish class students from Logan High School came to help the elementary kids read with Lots of Love by Jenny Torres Sanchez. To keep the kids engaged, the book is being read via a story walk. That's when the book's pages are spread out along a walking route.
We do this just because it's a fun way to get kids engaged with reading. Not everybody likes to sit down and just read a book, so keeping kids active and moving, but also getting the literature in their hands in a fun, exciting way.
Northwoods students are joining thousands of schools, libraries, and other communities around the world to celebrate literacy by reading the heartwarming story about family and sharing love across distances.
Just ahead tonight at 5, lawmakers face a long list of legislative work to resolve and tight deadlines, including the threat of a government shutdown next month.
What the new Speaker of the House is doing to unite a divided chamber. We'll be right back after this.
Get tax relief savings now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. And when you spend $9.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief discount, plus 1-year interest-free financing and free shipping. 7% tax relief savings. End Saturday at Home Furniture.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Fall Workwear event is going on now. We're your one-stop shop for quality boots and apparel, offering unbeatable deals on workwear to help your hard-earned dollars go further. Right now, get $25 in Carhartt bucks for every $125 you spend on Carhartt gear, like these men's Carhartt Wedge boots, in stock now. Plus, don't miss fall doorbusters like select Filtrete furnace filters, just $10.99. Get a $5 Farm and Fleet gift card when you buy 2.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland,
as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the Turbo Max engine. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls presents Piano Men, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Friday night, October 27th. And he's trading in a Chevy for a Cadillac. Don't miss Piano Men. $40 tickets at Ticketmaster include $15 rewards play. Piano Men, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Is everybody feeling home? Only at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Must be 21 years or older to attend.
Get tax relief now at Homeworld Rugs with an extra 7% off sale prices on a huge selection of room-size area rugs. Like these rug collections, now just $185 after 7% tax relief. Choose from a variety of colors and patterns during tax relief now at Homeworld Rugs.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
In the more than 3 weeks it took for the House of Representatives to find a new speaker, time has been running out for Congress to get critical pieces of legislation passed.
Now Speaker Mike Johnson has to get to work in what has been shown to be a very divided chamber.
Natalie Brand has more details from Capitol Hill.
On his first full day on the job, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson had a new crisis to address, a mass shooting in Maine.
This is a dark time in America. We have a lot of problems, and we're really, really hopeful and prayerful. Prayer is appropriate in a time like this, that the evil can end and this senseless violence can stop.
Democrats renewed calls for legislation on gun violence, but say they're not hopeful.
It will be difficult given the far-right extremist speaker who's just been chosen in the House. And so I'm determined that we will make the effort.
Lawmakers face a long list of legislative work to resolve and tight deadlines, including the threat of a government shutdown next month.
Like it or not, Speaker Johnson will not be able to ignore the need for bipartisanship in divided government.
A bipartisan group of lawmakers, including the new speaker, met with President Biden at the White House Thursday to discuss his proposed bill to spend more than $100 billion on Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, and border security.
President Putin is not giving up on his aspirations to take all of Ukraine. And as long as Russia continues its brutal assault, we have to continue to support the Ukrainian people in their self-defense.
But there is growing opposition to additional Ukraine funding by some House Republicans who are calling for a separate vote on the issue. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Speaker Johnson wants Congress to pass all 12 funding bills to keep the government open, but he acknowledges a short-term spending bill may be needed, something conservatives in the House have previously opposed.
Well, Israel released video of its tanks entering Gaza overnight and striking Hamas targets.
The military says the raid was to prepare the battlefield before an expected ground invasion to root out terrorists.
In the meantime, the airstrikes continue. The military says it's targeting Hamas infrastructure, but a growing number of civilians are caught in the crossfire, and hospitals are struggling to treat the injured while running low on fuel and supplies.
While the conflict continues, protesters gathered in Tel Aviv to keep the focus on the 220 hostages held by Hamas since its October 7th rampage into Israel.
I want my brother back now. I want him safe. I want to make sure that he's taken care of. I want to know what his condition.
The Gulf nation Qatar has been helping with negotiations to release the hostages. So far, 4 civilians have been freed.
As Israel continues its airstrikes on Gaza, Hamas is returning fire. Militants have launched thousands of rockets over the border, keeping residents on edge.
Israel's also positioned to defend its northern border with Lebanon, but the Israeli defense minister says its war is only with Hamas and that the ground invasion will begin when conditions are right.
Well, coming up, part of the United Auto Workers strike may be coming to a close.
We'll have a look at the deal reached between Ford and the UAW in just a few minutes.
And it could be a cold high school football playoff games coming up with temperatures in the 30s. Good news, it's dry, but that cold temperatures will lead to maybe some snow Saturday. I'll break all that down and what it looks like for Halloween coming up after the break on your First Warn Weather Update.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Give your home a fresh new look with wall and floor tile from Mohawk. Clean Protect porcelain tiles are waterproof, scratch resistant, and stain resistant, specially designed to stand up to life's everyday mess. Now just $169 each after rebate. Complete your tiling job with professional quality installation products from Tech. We carry Tech mortar and grout for all floor and wall tile sizes. Get Sturdy Flex mortar for only $10.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 Best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
It's the biggest event in King Furniture's history, a complete and total liquidation of all in-stock items in our store. Shop over $2 million of quality name brand furniture priced for immediate liquidation. This will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to save as never before on living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, and more. When each and every piece of furniture has been sold, King Furniture will shut down for 30 to 60 days for a complete and total renovation. Don't miss the King Furniture Total Liquidation Sale going on now.
There's times when you don't hear things, you don't realize it. So that's when I first started wanting to get hearing aids. The customer service sold me. You have a problem, you can come in here and somebody's going to take care of you. A friend of mine was looking for a new place to go, and I recommended Better Hearing. I just told him the customer service is excellent. That's what keeps me coming back. It's a good place to come.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
There has been a breakthrough in the UAW's 41-day-old strike against the Big Three automakers.
The union is telling striking Ford workers to go back to work after the UAW and Ford reached a tentative contract agreement.
UAW President Shawn Fain delivered a video message to Ford workers late Wednesday, saying their 6 weeks on the picket lines made the tentative agreement possible.
Union leaders say the 4.5-year deal includes a 25% wage increase with cost of living adjustments and improvements in retirement benefits and job security.
UAW members at Ford will receive more in straight general wage increases over the next 4.5 years than we have over the last 22 years combined.
Auto economists say the losses from the strikes are now more than $9 billion and growing.
The UAW says having Ford employees return to the assembly line as the tentative deal is approved will put pressure on GM and Stellantis to match Ford's offer.
Another dark and depressing kind of weather day for the region.
Yeah? So dreary.
Well,
getting ready for Halloween there, I see.
Did you make it outside? It was like you were going to say, like, no, it wasn't that depressing.
I wore white because of the snow coming. Snow White, right, Greg?
Yeah, it is coming, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I don't think that this is depressing, but you may not feel the same way coming next week, too, when you see the 30s and some snow going on. But overall, we still got one more mild night with some showers and thunderstorms. Like I said, scattered in nature. It's not going to be an all-night type rain. And then snow showers come back in the picture, but that's late Saturday into Sunday morning, and even some snow shower chances maybe for Halloween too. If temperature-wise, really enjoyed tonight because it's probably the last time we're going to see 60s for quite a while, even 50s. Falling temperatures tomorrow, so wake up and then it's going to be 50s by the time we go. It's going to be the 40s by the time we get to Friday evening. 30s and 40s for the weekend, and then next week it doesn't really change. Mid-30s, maybe 50 by the end of next week. Overall, here's the showers we have going on right now. That'll begin to lift north and east of the area. Then after that line, we still just got some scattered showers off and on throughout the night, but it's not until about early tomorrow morning, the morning commute, we have the front that's going to be coming through. So a few showers will come through morning commute, but once we get past about 8 or 9 tomorrow morning, it's really going to be dry for the most of the rest of the day. The one thing you will notice, the winds turn around and the temperatures, I kind of skipped over that. They were in the 50s for your morning commute. By the time we get to about noon, they're in the 40s. And then by the time we get to the evening, they're getting close to the 30s. So it's going to be falling temperatures as you wake up tomorrow morning. Well, kind of Friday night football, you're going to be struggling in the 30s with that northwest wind. Maybe some breaks in the cloud by the time we get there, but overall, the temperatures are going to be falling really quite rapidly in the afternoon. The winds are the other story tomorrow, too. They'll start off in the morning about 10 to 15. By the afternoon, 15 to 20 miles per hour at the west-northwest. We could see stronger gusts over 30 from the northwest, just an indication of that cold air beginning to push into the area. Eventually, by tomorrow night, they'll start dying down a little bit. But for Friday night football, it's still going to be breezy conditions out there with that northwest wind. Overall, big picture goes Saturday as that pushes east, we got another little wave that pushes right north of the front, which is now well to our south. That'll provide a little bit of opportunity by Saturday afternoon to be rain or snow. Just depends on the temperatures, what's going to go on. But we will see that. And eventually, Saturday night, it's going to be changing back over to all snow. So Saturday night into Sunday morning, we're going to see some snow going on, snow showers, no accumulation expected with that. It'll push to the east by Sunday. Then we'll just have cloud cover and northwest winds, so it'll be still a cold day, but not too way much of snow showers. And then come next week, we have another system, a reinforcing shot of cold air that's going to come through south. That's going to be maybe a Tuesday with some snow showers for Halloween, at least some point at the time of Tuesday, and then push east too. Basically, it's going to keep more of the cold air around us. And by the time we get to Wednesday, you see the wind starting to turn around, but that's not going to do much for the temperatures for the rest of the week. Big picture, a lot of blue. This shows you where the temperatures are well below average, 20 to 25 degrees. That's not going to change throughout Sunday, Monday, and going into Tuesday. And then as we go into Halloween, we're still going to be looking at well below average temperatures. In fact, if you look at the average temperatures, we should be in the mid-50s. We're going to be struggling to get to actually the average low, which is in the low 30s. So we'll just be about 3 to 4 degrees above that. Not quite record cold, but definitely going to be the coldest since we've probably 2017 for most locations. So overall, if you look at the 8-day forecast, you got the temperatures there falling throughout tomorrow, 40s on Saturday, and then it's 30s for the rest of the time until we get about midweek. Once again, we will have some snow coming in the picture Saturday night into Sunday. Should be no accumulation, but definitely it's going to be some bone-chilling cold as we get towards Halloween, which is going to be struggling to get probably out of the mid-30s with maybe some snow showers going on at the time.
Bone-chilling cold.
Yeah, it kind of goes with the
with the theme, yeah.
With the theme.
Got to keep it in spirit.
Exactly.
Greg, thanks very much. When we come back tonight at 5, Legoland in Denmark is getting into the Halloween spirit.
How this pumpkin patch made entirely of Legos is breaking a world record.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
Join us October 28th for the second annual Trail of Terror with a wagon ride and a haunted trail walk. Ticket sales starting at 4:30 p.m. It's going to be a spectacular event you don't want to miss.
Made in America. What does it mean? It means craftsmanship. It means quality. It means value. And it means jobs. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're dedicated to bringing you furniture made in North America. And now, during the Made in America sale, you'll find special savings on bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Canadell. Sofas and sectionals from Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and other quality makers. If it's made in America, it's on sale. See the quality, enjoy the savings. Now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
One of the best selections of commercial vehicles in the Midwest can be found at Osseo Automotive in Osseo. From medium-duty trucks and vans to super-duty work trucks, cube vans, chassis cabs, and more, you'll find the most popular commercial vehicles from Ford and Chevrolet all in one location. Take advantage of Section 179 tax savings before the end of the year. Get to work with a new commercial truck or van from Osseo Automotive in Osseo. Shop online at OsseoAutoCommercial.com.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. power to your connection, phone and tablet repair, and battery replacement too. Make an appointment online or walk in anytime.
Join us October 28th for the second annual Trail of Terror with a wagon ride and a haunted trail walk. Ticket sales starting at 4:30 p.m. It's going to be a spectacular event you don't want to miss.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A massive pumpkin made of Legos has set a new world record just in time for Halloween.
Officials at Legoland in Denmark spent about 3 weeks creating the 8-foot-tall, 8-foot-wide squash using 100,000 Lego bricks. It's one of nearly 12,000 Halloween Lego figures at the theme park, which also include mice, spiders, and mushrooms.
Say what? Visitors are invited to build their own spooky characters on site, which will be on display at this pumpkin field until November 5th.
We have an exhibition down there where they are like a gallery for all of the period, and we want to build the biggest Lego pumpkin field ever made.
The theme park, which opened in 1968, is located in Billund, Denmark, the town where Legos were invented in 1932.
Oh, didn't know that. It is the third most visited attraction in the country.
Now, of course, we're trying to decide what would be the top two in Denmark. Neither of us have been to Denmark before.
No, something in Copenhagen we were thinking. Maybe
Probably.
The world's largest Danish is there?
Perhaps. Maybe Judith can get that for our kicker tomorrow.
I'd like that.
We'll be right back after this.
Get tax relief savings now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. And when you spend $9.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief discount, plus 1 year interest-free financing and free shipping. 7% tax relief savings. Ends Saturday at Home Furniture.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend. Haul or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls presents Piano Men, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Friday night, October 27th.
And he's traded in a Chevy for a Cadillac.
Don't miss Piano Men. $40 tickets at Ticketmaster include $15 rewards play. Piano Men, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel.
Is everybody feeling home?
Only at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Must be 21 years or older to attend.
Come and get the very best in outdoor living at the lowest price during the Fall Home Show only at the Board Store. Always your home for high quality at lower prices. We bring you superior products installed by our exceptional team of carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. A new deck, patio cover, 3-season room, or year-round sunroom. Superior products, superior installation, lower prices at the Fall Home Show only at the Board Store Home Improvements. Don't miss it. Windows, doors, siding, decks, bathroom, kitchen, flooring, pergolas, Fall Home Show, the Board Store Home Improvements. Don't miss it.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland. As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get an extra 7% tax relief savings when you spend $9.99 or more on quality mattress brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Plus, get 1 year interest-free financing, tax relief savings. Now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, the big story for tomorrow is the falling temperatures and those winds for La Crosse, too. You can see back to the 30s by tomorrow evening. Same story for Eau Claire, too. It's going to start out warm, but the day's going to be finishing up pretty cold.
It's the big story tomorrow. No
Yeah.
news. It's just that.
That's it.
Thanks for joining us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.